one controversial, Richo.
Yeah, well, let's dial into Brodie Kemp, who joins us now. Brodie, thanks for joining us. A terrific win, mate. You must be thrilled with that win.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. And it wasn't a pretty win, but sometimes you just got to win that way. So, we were very happy to take the 4 points in the end and continue our winning run.
Is that sort of how you assess it, sort of post-match, looking at it? Well, probably didn't play our best, or what we've seen could be our best over the last, 7 games now at least. But we got away with the win, and that's what you got to do sometimes. Yeah,
exactly. I think sometimes, when you're developing as a team, you got to win ugly. But I also think, credit to Richmond. They brought their pressure all night. And I think with those sort of rivalry games, it's always going to be, a bit of a hard game at times, and their ability to roll numbers back and defend makes it pretty hard to score. So, they played a pretty good brand that was hard for us to sort of play our way for large chunks of the game. But, all in all, happy to get the win in the end.
You always have very close games with Richmond. Round one was 4 points and last night, obviously, 2 points. Is that the reason why? Because they do roll back and make it hard to score for you guys?
Yeah, I think so. And as I mentioned before, just like rivalry games, even when we, this is a few years ago now, when we weren't a competitive team, so to speak, and we're quite far down on the ladder, round ones and these rivalry games, you just always find, an extra edge and an extra bit of motivation to get up and play a good brand of footy. They did that last night. They brought their fight, brought spirit. And I think just for us, the big growth for us was just being able to stand up in big moments. And I feel like we did that. And that was the reason why we were able to get away with the win.
Brodie, I think we've got to get out of the way because we've
got
to talk about Gorgeous George. Get off the runway and let Kate talk about Gorgeous George.
Okay.
Well, we better let the guests do it. How good is George Hewitt? The man has another 26 and kicks another 2 goals. To see him breaking out a stoppage, running at you, either delivering the ball or kicking it himself, it must be nice to watch.
Yeah. I love George. I've always loved playing with him. I think that's the same for all of our teammates. He's just such a competitor. He plays the right way. He works so hard on his game throughout the week. So there's no surprise that, he's able to put out this sort of output on game day. He's terrific to play with, and he makes us much better as a team.
Brodie, were you scratching your head and the playing group collectively when he got dropped earlier in the year? Because you mentioned all his attributes. I get midfield balance is important with Chera in there and whatnot, but there's some players that he shouldn't be dropped out of a side, and he was one of them under your former coach.
Yeah, I think sometimes when, and especially when you're losing, you're trying to find the right balance as a team. And I think early on in the year we struggled in periods of time in the midfield, and I think that just sort of leans to a decision to maybe change something up in the midfield. And I think, unfortunately for George, that's where he was seen out of the side for a couple of weeks. But his ability just to go back to VFL and be like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep playing my way, and when I get my opportunity, I'm going to come back and keep playing a really good brand. So sometimes players are stiff to be dropped and stiff to be out of the team. But George's competitiveness and just his professionalism, you knew he was going to come straight back in after a few good weeks in the VFL and play a quality brand of footy for us.
And the way that the ball is moving, from D50 to forward 50 now with you guys, you're so brave, so attacking, opening up the far side of the ground and playing on a little bit more than we've seen previously. As a forward, that must be nice to be able to get a little bit more fluidity with your leading and have genuine one-on-ones at times rather than it coming in long and high to a contest all the time.
Yeah, definitely. It's been huge, especially forward of the ball for us as forwards. The way we're moving the ball, shifting angles, playing with a bit more speed, I think certainly helps. Well, for me in general, I'm often on bigger guys and guys who are taller than me. So if the ball can move and I can react with my work rate and speed, that often plays into my hands a bit more than just kicking it long to contest. So yeah, certainly helps, and it's a better brand of footy, and sort of shows on the scoreboard there's a more spread of goal kickers.
Brodie, this is going to be a tough question because you play with both these guys, but if you were selected for the Rising Star Award right now, who gets it, Jagger Smith or Harry Dean?
Oh, careful.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Careful.
This is as hard hitting as I'll ever get.
I know, this is tough.
Yeah.
You can say Will Durst if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't say Will Durst, mate.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say Jagger, but I think what Deanie, how much better Deanie makes our team as a first-year key defender, I don't reckon I've seen anything like it. So I think with like Jagger's skill and ability to find the ball, probably puts him first in the race, but I don't want to sort of sell Deanie short because he's been unbelievable for us this year.
Very well answered.
Yeah.
Beautifully answered. in fact.
Have you been surprised that a first-year player who's still obviously got a lot to develop in his body has been able to hold down a key position role with Weeders being out? It's been pretty phenomenal, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think maybe George has mentioned it before. I just can't remember a first-year key position player to have such a big impact on the team. And I feel like he just makes everyone else around him better, makes us defend the ground so much better just because of his just competitiveness. He hates losing. And it's not like he's sort of coming in and playing on the second key or third key. Like, he's playing on the best forwards most times and playing an unbelievable role. It's, he's great to play with, and I love playing with him.
Brodie, I don't want to doubt our research department, but our research department has told us that you are A, into Star Wars, and B, into Pokemon. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. I've got a bit of the Pokemon collection hanging up in the frame inside.
Yeah,
I've never seen a
Show
Pokemon.
us.
Were you the
You
guy
actually
that
want me to show you?
walking around the streets chasing
Come
them?
on.
Yeah,
I
were
didn't
you
do that.
a Pokemon goer?
Come on, let's go.
Is that what it was, Pokemon
so,
Go? Was there an app?
A Pokemon.
Yeah, the Pokemon Go was an app, but
You're
the
a card collector.
this is like the card collecting.
And it's on the wall, like next to your Carlton jumper.
And what inspired
Yeah, so I got
Oh, framed.
it's like framed.
So they're the expensive ones.
Yeah, they're what's that? What's
Rare
that called?
pokies.
Yeah.
No, because they're actually like
Yeah.
serious currency.
Yeah.
Is that why you're doing it?
They are. Yeah. If you look at the last, so I'll return back. If you look at the last 30 years, I think it is the best performing asset.
Wow.
In terms of.
So you're doing it as an investment?
Behind George Hewitt,
Well,
obviously the best performing asset.
Yeah, that's right.
Apart from Hewitt.
Just behind George
Yeah,
Hill. Best performing asset.
Yeah, it's like a hobby I enjoy. It's good to you also get a card you like and you can make money from it as well.
Oh, it's like the perfect combination.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Brodie, we've got a huge prize pack. There's no Pokemon cards in that, but there is some amazing stuff coming your way. And all of our guests, thanks to Chemist Warehouse, whether it be sports nutrition and protein from INC, Jello Beans, Aussie made, built for game day, Level Up, taking your hydration to the next level, and Old Spice, great new scents that simply never ever die.
The game was almost ruined last night by another arc to bark. It was. You had the
Don't
game.
you get Brodie in trouble here.
I'll get in trouble. 14 points, game done and dusted, and then the umpires decided to pull one of these. It's every week we're seeing it. It's just simply not acceptable. What were the playing group's thoughts on this? Was Nick Haynes adamant that he got that through for a behind?
Yeah, well, it's easy when you slow it all down and watch the vision again after the game. Vision I saw, it looked like, I think you got it here. Like, looks like that's over.
Yep,
there.
definitely over.
I'm not sure if there's like a rule where you can review that and call that it was a point before it was the insufficient intent to rush the ball over the line. I think the AFL's had a crackdown on not criticising umpire decisions, so I'll probably leave it at that.
Yeah, good call. You could sell a Pokemon card if you do get in trouble, but I don't answer to anyone, so I will say that's another disgraceful decision by the non-arc call. Goal umpires are terrified
Well, they should have
to
asked.
actually go upstairs.
Why?
We saw it last week in the showdown. and it resulted in a goal to the opposition. We've seen it again there.
Just review
and if
it.
Carlton had gone on to lose that game of footy, you would have had every right as a Carlton supporter to go berserk.
You'd be a little annoyed. There's
Let's
no
let
doubt
Brodie
in
go,
it.
though, before we dig into this so that he doesn't get himself into any trouble.
It's good though. It's good.
Brodie is not in any trouble there.
Not at all.
You've been outstanding, mate. We've got a tour of the Pokemon cards. Good luck collecting. You've got a great prize pack coming your way. Hey, good luck against the Hawks next week. And importantly, kids go free. I love that.
Yeah. So I think it's our last home game at the G this year. So, yeah, if we can get all our supporters there, get around us for the Hawks, it should be a big game and a big contest. And we'd love to perform in
Going
front
beautifully.
of them.
Keep kicking goals, mate.
Yeah, good on you,
well
Brodie.
done, Brodie.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
guys.
So, Brodie
worries.
Kemp.